Hey friends, what's up? Ash here with Gents. Hope that you're doing well. Back just a little bit ago, we had a big tournament up on the community tab of my YouTube channel. And I'll be trying to run those a little bit more often as time goes, so make sure to check it out, see if there's one going. If there is, cast your vote. The tournament this time was to determine what's the best blue fragrance you can buy that's not Bleu de Chanel or Sauvage or Y, or any of the fragrances in those lines. Because those are the big three, right? Those are the ones that everybody talks about, everybody knows, everybody owns, but there's so many other designer blue fragrances out there. So what I did is I gathered together in the pit of battle all kinds of different designer blue fragrances, and I put them up against each other. The loser is discontinued, gone forever. The winner moves on and is eventually crowned the king, the champion, and when it eventually falls in battle in the future, will be granted access to Fragrance Valhalla. Or actually, none of that happens. You guys just told me which ones you thought were better. But the other thing sounds better. Let's jump into it. Let's go over the tournament results and see which fragrance you guys crowned as the greatest blue fragrance. That's not Y, Sauvage, or Bleu de Chanel. Long intro there, long intro. My apologies. Today's video is sponsored by nothing, nobody. But if you do want to save some money at twistedlily.com or maxaroma.com, use the code GENTS10. Save yourself 10% off that website, those websites. Or if you shop at luckyscent.com, the code is 10GENTS. Same thing, 10% off. All right, matchup 1. This matchup, I probably should have run for a little bit longer before I put another matchup there, because what ends up happening is when I put a new matchup in, the previous matchup stops getting as many votes. That's just how it works because YouTube doesn't push it anymore. But the first matchup had 16,000 votes. And what was that matchup, you may ask? Well, my friends, it was L'Homme Rocas going up against Dolce & Gabbana's K Eau de Toilette. So these two I put up against each other because to me, they're somewhat similar. Obviously, they do have a lot of differences, but they remind me of each other a little bit more than any of these other fragrances do. Which is why I've long said that this guy over here is a really nice alternative or even replacement to Dolce & Gabbana's K. They both have this similar juniper thing going on, but then the opening in L'Homme is a little bit nicer, to me anyway, with the pineapple and blood orange. Both of these, though, very versatile fragrances that skew towards spring and summertime use, a little bit youthful leaning as well. And in this matchup, the winner won with 68% of the vote to 32% of the vote for the loser, and the winner was L'Homme. And I truly had no idea which way this was going to go, because obviously between these two fragrances, this one comes from a much bigger brand overall. So Dolce & Gabbana's K is gonna have way more exposure, at least in the US, than this guy is. Matchup 2 featured Ralph Lauren Polo Bleu Eau de Parfum going up against Coach for Men by Coach. This one got more votes. 25,000 of them were cast. And why did I match these up? I don't know. Actually, I just did. Now, Coach for Men, known for being a really nice, inexpensive blue fragrance, very versatile, great compliment puller. Polo Eau de Parfum, though, coming from a huge line of fragrances, the Polo Bleu line started off, of course, with the Eau de Toilette, which countless people have worn as their signature scent over the years. And I do think that the Eau de Parfum is much better than Polo Bleu Eau de Toilette. Once again, though, there was a clear winner here, 65% to 35%. The winner was Coach for Men. Absolutely crushed Polo Bleu Eau de Parfum, and that was the only Polo Bleu in this tournament. So even though Polo Bleu as a line has done very well for Ralph Lauren, it gets booted in the first round. And as far as that matchup, Coach is the one I would have gone with. Matchup 3 was a big matchup. At least in my mind, I was like, okay, I have no idea which way this is gonna go. This one's gonna be close. It was Missoni Wave going up against Luna Rossa Ocean. You get it? Because they both have water type names. It's like water type Pokemon. Missoni Wave, Luna Rossa Ocean. This one had 25,000 votes cast, and as I said, I thought it was gonna be really close because Missoni Wave, it gets mentioned all the time by you guys, how much you love it, how amazing it is for the price, the quality is there, the versatility, the usability, the performance, everything. But then Luna Rossa Ocean, oh, that's a big time Prada release, their blue fragrance, which actually gets better with wear. It's one of those fragrances that grows on you And with the iris in here, I think it smells amazing. So how close was this matchup? Well, it wasn't. The winner got 73%, the loser 27%. And the winner was Luna Rosa Ocean by a landslide. Now, this could be for one of two reasons. Either A, you guys just think Luna Rosa Ocean is the overall better blue fragrance. Missoni Wave, I think, has blue fragrance versatility, but maybe a lot of people would say, nah, it's not so much blue, it's aquatic. So there's that possibility. Also, you could just think that Luna Rosa Ocean is better. There's that. The next matchup, Paco Rabanne Invictus Aqua, Azzaro Chrome Extreme. 24,000 votes were cast overall in this one. Invictus Aqua, you know, I'm not a massive Invictus fan, but I do think Invictus Aqua smells much nicer than the original Invictus. I think it's more wearable. It's less sickeningly sweet. So this one is another one where I thought, well, Paco Rabanne Invictus Aqua, more people know it, obviously. It's a bigger name, bigger house, all that stuff. Chrome Extreme, though, one of those fragrances that has a lot of grassroots support. A lot of people in the community think it's great for the price, like I talked about. So I thought, you know, it's kind of up in the air, 50-50 here. Invictus Aqua has got a lot of detractors because it's from Paco Rabanne and it's part of Invictus. Chrome Extreme, a lot of people on its side because of that price. And it was a landslide. 71% to the winner, 29% to the loser, and the winner was Invictus Aqua. Now, this is the first one where I personally would probably go with Chrome Extreme, but I understand why Invictus Aqua won. Like I said, it's a really popular line, and Invictus Aqua is one of the more appreciated versions of the line, or flankers in the line, I should say. The next matchup was between Dylan Bleu from Versace and Aqua Atlantique from Bulgari. Now, this one you can't find like you used to be able to, which is a bummer, but I still wanted to include it in this battle, in this tournament. And I paired them up because a lot of people out there will say that they smell a bit similar. And I can tell you that this matchup produced the most votes of any matchup in the tournament, including the finale. 35,000 votes cast in this matchup. Dylan Bleu, I have said for a long time, is a great alternative to the big three blue fragrances. If you want something from a house that everybody's gonna know, I mean, everyone knows Versace, that is gonna get you that versatility, that complement factor that the big three will get you for a lower price point, this is what you want. Aqua Atlantique, obviously more of an aquatic fragrance than Dylan Bleu, but it still has that blue fragrance versatility. As I said, a lot of people compare it to Dylan Bleu. One drawback with this one is some people think that it smells a little bit eggy. Yeah, like eggs, which is not positive. I've never heard somebody say, you know, that fragrance has a bit of an egg aftertone to it. I love that, man. I love smelling like some boiled eggs. They don't smell good enough to eat. So I paired them up against each other to see, you know, could Aqua Atlantique give Dylan Bleu a run for its money? And the answer, no. It got crushed. 82% for Dylan Bleu, 18% for this guy over here. So for Dylan Bleu and Aqua Atlantique, for me, I would have gone Dylan Bleu. Now to the final matchup of the opening round. I went ahead and put 3 fragrances up against each other instead of a one-on-one. The 3 fragrances are Mr. Burberry Eau de Toilette, Ferragamo Aqua Essenziale Bleu, and Acqua di Gio Profondo. Yes, this was my great mistake. I knew, obviously, in this matchup, that Acqua di Gio Profondo was going to win, but the mistake with any tournament is allowing Acqua di Gio in. Acqua di Gio is like a vampire. They ask to come in, and you better say no. Because if you let Acqua di Gio in, oh, you're screwed, buddy. Acqua di Gio Profondo, I personally love. The reason I included it is because I do think that it has blue fragrance versatility. I think you can wear it year-round, daytime, nighttime, casual, date, whatever, and it will work. Obviously, it skews spring, summer, daytime, but you can wear it realistically anytime. Mr. Burberry Eau de Toilette, largely overlooked ever since it came out. It was their foray, their attempt into blue fragrances, into that mass appeal market, if you want to call it that. Then Essenziale Bleu essentially is like your bargain bin discount blue fragrance that's trying to give you something very cheap, at least at discounters, that's going to get you similar to some of the big names out there. So 26,000 votes cast. How do you think it shook out? 6% Mr. Burberry, The Ferragamo did much better, 8%. And Profundo, 85%. You may say that only adds up to 99%, which you're correct, but that's what YouTube showed. So that's what we're rolling with. I'm just gonna guess that, Acqua di Gio Profundo gets another percent, whatever. Now it's 100%. So Profundo absolutely annihilated those, and now we have the 6 fragrances to move forward in the semis. The first matchup was L'Homme Rocus and Coach for Men. Really solid matchup. Both of these very affordable at discounters, both of them very versatile, both great compliment pullers, attention grabbers. This matchup got 20,000 votes, and I thought it would be really close because they both fill a similar niche in the market, at least as far as their discounter price and when you would use them and things like that. But the winner won by a clear margin, 68% to 32%, and the winner, Coach for Men. Now this one would be a really tough call for me. It would really depend on the day that you ask me. Maybe I lean a little toward Coach for Men, but not by much. So this one for me is just about a 50-50 toss-up, really. The next semifinal matchup, Luna Rossa Ocean, Invictus Aqua. Of course, they got to go up against each other because the names, Ocean Aqua. Obviously, you know which one I would go for here. That guy over there. You guys voted, 22,000 of you, and you had a clear-cut winner, 66% to 34%, Luna Rossa Ocean. So Invictus Aqua, pretty good showing. It made it into the semis, but Luna Rossa Ocean ended up bulldozing it. And then a big matchup. Dylan Bleu from Versace, Acqua di Gio Profundo from Armani. And at least for me, well, going back to when I was younger, I would say, for whatever reason, I always had Versace and Armani in my head. Like those two were always kind of at the same tier with each other when I was thinking about designer houses. And again, this is going back years and years before my channel. 32,000 votes cast. It was pretty tight, 42% to 58%. The winner, Acqua di Gio Profundo. And if nothing else, that shows how well Dylan Bleu did, in my opinion. And that takes us to the finale, which had 32,000 votes as of when I'm filming this video. And it is the 3 going up against each other for third, second, first. We got Coach for Men, Luna Rossa Ocean, and Acqua di Gio Profundo. So how did it shake out? Which came in third, which came in second, which came in first? Well, third place is this guy, Coach for Men, with 13%. But honestly, Coach for Men did awesome here. Think about the fragrances that it took down, and it didn't have an entirely pathetic showing against 2 heavy hitters in the finale. That brings us to these two, Luna Rossa Ocean, Acqua di Gio Profundo in the final matchup here. Which one do you think won? I'll give you a hint. It wasn't friggin' close. In second place with 23% of the vote, Luna Rossa Ocean, which means the winner is Acqua di Gio Profundo with 64% of that final vote. Acqua di Gio Profundo crushed everything. Now, I do feel like if I had not put Acqua di Gio Profundo into this matchup, that Acqua Essenziale Bleu would have moved on against Mr. Burberry. So we're just doing like some what if situation right now. Obviously, after that, Coach moves on into the finale because that's unaffected, that matchup. And then Luna Rossa Ocean also moves into the finale. Then you have Dylan Bleu against Acqua Essenziale Bleu. I think Dylan Bleu moves on. And then in the finale, I think Dylan Bleu wins. I think Dylan Bleu comes out first, Luna Rossa Ocean second, and Coach for Men third. I think that's how it would have played out because Dylan Bleu wiped the floor with Acqua Atlantique, and then Dylan Bleu put up a really good fight against Profundo, actually much closer between those two, because when it was going up against Dylan Bleu, it got 58% of the vote, but then when Profundo went up against Luna Rossa Ocean and Coach for Men, it got a higher percentage of the vote. So I think Dylan Bleu, in actuality, if we pretend Acqua di Gio Profundo isn't in here, would have won. But you guys let me know what you think. So there we go. Those are the best blue designer fragrances you can get according to you guys based off this tournament. That's not Sauvage, Y, or Bleu de Chanel. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Please stay safe out there. I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you later.